Hello there everyone and welcome back. We had ourselves a fun little match maybe with a mech style type of Terran, although I still question the validity to that style. It definitely made things different, it definitely made things interesting. It's just a shame we have yet to be robbed of me utilizing the Tempests, because I gotta say there is a lot of satisfaction to them when you're using them properly. Although I think in all seriousness I only played maybe 2, possibly 3 games with the Tempest. They are satisfying just because you're kind of forced to focus fire your targets down. For shooting down siege tanks, shooting down liberators, which more often than not are unable to even shoot at the Tempests, so the AI tends to prioritize shooting at the Marines or Vikings or anything else that are not as much of a threat, mind you. So that's where the satisfaction and the control comes in. And with the big November balance patch, is it November? I don't know when exactly they're doing all the big retweaks. The Tempests are going to be a lot more nimble and a lot more responsive, although they might be a little bit fragiler as a result, but since you don't want them to be in the thick of the fight anyway, that's not really a huge issue. It's just a matter of controlling them. So let's give it another go and see what we encounter. Alright, it is go time and we'll face off against Zerg. I know I say that a little bit off there. I don't know why exactly I can't say Zerg properly. Maybe I got it that time. I'm gonna assume maybe not. But it's Zerg regardless, and I need to be prepared for... We had a lot of really awkward games, needless to say. With all these run-bys, it's something I'm gonna have to get used to be fair. And actually just be able to properly handle it too. That's the big thing. Being able to multitask, keep my probes alive while dealing with the lings is going to be a big factor. Ideally, you never want it to happen. I think that goes without saying. It is going to happen no matter what, even if they kind of just brute force their way through Adept or something. Damn it, that's kind of what I was afraid of. I'm going to need another pylon there at some point to kind of wall it off. I was thinking maybe that would have been tight. Nope. Apparently the hex right above that gateway is an opening, so I gotta be ready. Keep that in mind. Let's not forget, it is one subtle benefit of doing the recordings is saying it out loud makes it easier to kind of remember. Kind of. That's not always the truth though, mind you. Nonetheless, gas is going. And be ready for our dang... Okay, fast expansion there. So we know what we're doing. We're just going to try and keep an eye on gas, pool type shenanigans, and get ready for maybe an expansion shortly. And maybe, let's see. I see gas. I'm trying to rally or shift Q my moves there using the main map. Okay, gas first. That's kind of what I need to know. And this is a good opportunity to put my pylon down, just in case. It robs me that second pylon being used to hide a Stargate, mind you. But I think it's better if I try and play properly as opposed to try to be sneaky. And I think I may have did it just slightly wrong anyway, maybe? Since I could have got the Cybernetics core out faster. I honestly can't remember, it's been a while since I fought up against the Zerg player. This is going to be a bit of an awkward spot putting an extra gateway in, with that said. Oh, and I want the gate, or extractor. We're looking good though. And I want to pay attention to how many lings were being built. And it looks like it's just 2. 1 egg per 2 Zerglings, so that's pretty much fine. And speed, without a doubt, is being built. That's all I need to know. Now, can this thing make it out and possibly spot later? Also, yeah, I was gonna say, my Nexus was about to finish too, wasn't it? So far it's pretty good. We're forced to run this back. I was hoping maybe I could get away with something. This is without a doubt a very weird wall off, but it works. It at least works. And this probe should even survive as a bonus. Now we'll wait for the lings, and maybe I might have to wait. Actually, there are only 2 lings. It's just... Oh, 4 lings. I take that back.
Executor, it shall be done.
There. I wasn't prepared for those other 2 lings, mind you, but it's a good thing I caught that. And Stargate's gonna get spotted. It won't be seen by Overlord, that's probably hiding up there.
Glory
And we know that Zerg has speed, so I can't really poke up aggressively. Let's try as I might. Oh, there's Overlord right there. That's convenient. Heh, he thought it was my one adept. I don't think it's seen this just yet, though. So there is always that going in my favor. A lot of links. Just keep fighting. Just keep fighting. This is kind of... Ah, dang it. I do at least have this... Hold my... It's kind of hard to focus when I'm about to... Starting to die here. But the Adept lives. That was a huge fail, a big success, but they do see my gateways there, or the Stargate building. I apologize for being distracted. I was panicking for my life after all. This is the first time it seems like a huge Zerg rush actually worked in my advantage there. Now let's terrify him, maybe poke threat into attack.
Dimensional strings.
Glorious combat.
Well, that isn't what I want there. I didn't even want to go that far either, so that's a big loss. At least I'm walled off, but still.
Glory to the Daylong.
Let's see about killing this. I want you to attack it, cursed thing.
We serve with
Alright. The more lings it builds, the better. I just gotta be mindful about tech transitions. Losing those sentries are a big deal, though. I can always build more, mind you, but... That's heartfelt, and I should seriously be building adepts, probably. And I'm oversaturated a bit. This could still go badly, but if I don't threaten some kind of aggression, it doesn't really matter for me, does it? Alright, just... Yeah. Probably a waste of energy there, but it scares them off. And I at least snuck a probe out? I saw I did anyway. Maybe I didn't. And we got 2 oracles now. Let's go spot and see what the heck the transition is. All the while continuing to build. And that was in the Templar Archives. Oh, that explains why. My probe wasn't there. I accidentally told it to build. It's doing exactly what I had in mind. Just not in the order I wanted to. Alright. Oh, I want pylons there, so at least that way there's a narrow little choke-off that I can use to my advantage. Good God, look at all these juicy drones, I'm gonna say.
I see.
Can we do more damage? Yes, we can. That's not what I want, though, damn it. I want to try and kill another drone off, and of course I was just a tiny bit too close. That's what happened there, mind you. And it's a slow Overlord. So we'll just kill the ones we know of first. Ideally. And we still don't know what the transition is. That's the one feeling I have, but I think it's safe to say maybe a muted transition of some kind. At this point. Let's find out. Hydralisk then, so Bailings. I'm not gonna find out this way, I guess.
Let us begin.
Your warriors have engaged. We embrace the glory of battle.
Alright. Give me all the kills. At least that wall-off is going off, but dang it, it feels like a mess here. Let me at least get some upgrades going, keep these Phoenixes going just in case. I do see a Hydralisk den, but that don't mean a whole lot just yet. Let's just scout. And here comes the attack of some kind. And I have charge, which is useful here. Dang it. Oh, I put them on the wrong damn hotkey, didn't I? Alright, let's get this going. Yeah, it feels sloppy, but we can fix that still. I just gotta get my groove going. And figure out what I'm gonna do with this dang thing too. Since if it's gonna be Hydra Bailing with all these lings, it's not all that helpful for me just yet. Let's just get to spotting, get to scouting, and keep an eye out on transition.
Understood. Where?
How can I aid you?
It's just a lot of lings.
An error. You seek guidance?
So I can't really say much just yet. Let's just get more gateways. That's really what it comes down to. Get the pylons going. Just expand just for the sake of it, because I kind of have that means to.
An omen.
I return to serve.
It's only a single Hydra. Very sloppy, but maybe I should just transition into like... And I don't even have Storm yet either. Not a big deal. Oh. Oh yeah, I used my own Archon to break my own dang wall off, so that's kind of amusing. Yeah, I don't have much excuse for this. But we can wall off. We got them pincered. These lings are going to suffer horribly. So it actually worked in my advantage there. We need to get an offensive moving though. Actually, I think my smartest choice might be to just group these all together in a single group. And I don't care about the cells too much. They're handy to have though. And okay, that explains a bit too. Let's get ready for a counterattack. Ah, there goes my Phoenix, but it's not like I need him, it's really the Oracle I prefer most. It's good for providing traps and damage. Oh, and I have another Oracle, so maybe that's what I'll do with the Phoenixes. It seems a lot more convenient, but it's been a while since I heavily used Phoenixes too, so maybe just utilizing the hotkeys will throw me off.
I see.
Oh, and I accidentally got the wrong unit I want. I didn't want a Void Ray, but we get to look at it. This is inconvenient. We still get to do damage, but it's not the damage needed to. I should have pulled back. Yeah, that is brutal.
We meet our fate.
I have no words for this. That was just sloppy. And of course, building up my units kind of hurt me too, didn't it?
You seek guidance?
At this point, maybe it's just fair game, although I didn't really kill that much Hydras to warrant it.
My meditation is
Dimensional strings.
Let's just get
attuned.
building, get ready for my eventual transition into the carriers or even Tempest. I hope I have enough workers still. I have 27 here, so you think I would. Alright. Just kill everything.
The enemy has discovered us.
And just save the Templar from dying there, ideally. Since I have this base building, so long as the probes survive, that's not a big deal. What happened to all my... Oh, I had two up front there. Ah, yeah, this is just bad. Ah, my. I got no words for this. I played a good handful of matches before, and I'm just really thrown off. I just need to get myself a breather there. That was just abysmal. I'm not happy with that in the slightest. I got no words for that. Since my practice games, all the games that I basically lost were just silly little mistakes and oversights, like dying to a mutilous transition and never spying it. So I don't know where the misplay, the miscontrol's been coming from, damn it. I apologize right now. Or, I apologize right now, even. Let's try this again. We're faced off against Zerg. Once more, I can't remember Parasite. Which one is Parasite? That's the one with the Reaper jump-off point I hate so much, isn't it? It seems like anyway, so let's try and improve our game there. I don't know why it was thrown off so much.
You have not enough minerals.
I know I wasn't really used to defending a big Zerg aggression there, since that normally decides the game, but from there on it was thrown off, and I don't know why. And now our pylon's off timing, but that isn't like the end of the world just yet. Not yet anyway. It just allows me to sneak in the extra probe before the gateway is really all it does, since the timing... Yeah, it doesn't really throw off the timing, with that said. Well, the pylon not building in time is probably will cause an issue. Alright, it's a new slate. It's brand new day, let's try this out. Let's do this with a proper game. Last thing I need is to be degressing or devolving. the more I play. The more I attempt to play anyway. Oh well. We know what we're doing for a fast expansion there. And so long as I have a probe or at least some backup units ready for the wall off for any aggressive push, that's the big thing to be mindful of. Thankfully, those sentries in the force field were really convenient to have. It's even kept my adept alive. Oh. Well, this is weird. Alright, let's just get... And that was... The one thing I hate about that is that was off... Oh, it was in position. Okay. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Alright. I didn't want to wall off out there, but... It works. Yeah, we just need another one there to just wall off the hold. This is an odd matchup. And once I get 2 cells, I should be okay in theory. Yeah, this should be dead in no time. Yep, we're golden. I should have got an adept, mind you, but we're golden. Now I just don't know how to proceed from here, with that said. This is a little bit of an awkward situation for me. But we have adepts we can use in the back. Let's get our second gas. Well, I already been getting my second gas. And kill off this one Zergling. Oh, he's gonna bamboozle. That's fine. We didn't really see much gas, but that was an expensive endeavor still. It does wall me in for a time being. I just gotta be serious about a potential follow-up to this. So I think we're just getting sentries. With that said, no, I don't have pylons. That's a bit of a problem. I did this poorly, didn't I?
Yes, Executor.
Oh well. One thing I'm gonna do with this cell is just poke up and scout. See what our opponent's transitioning to. I think that's one benefit there, and I was 1 hex off to deny myself my own Nexus warp in. And a few of my workers are not working. I'm well defended here until the Banelinks come in. But with the cell going up to possibly spot, it's not really going to kill anything, but I want to at least see if there's an expansion, ideally a third. See if he's going super expansion base after his shenanigans. That's what I'm curious about. Oh, and I got a sentry in a bad spot, so that is unfortunate, but I could bait it. Sure, I lose the sentry, but I think of all the Zerglings I'm killing. I think that may have been a worthwhile trade. Depends if my opponent's trying to get aggressive or not. That's where it ends. If my opponent was just doing economy all this time, it was not worth it for the gas costs. But all those lings are probably felt. I like to think of being sneaky.
Justice be done.
Yeah, I didn't really kill anything. I could have gotten a kill, but I squandered a tiny bit. Now, let's see. We're all saturated here. Let's get back to our game. Whatever the hell that was, I forget now. It's already a weird start. And until I get vision, I'm not even going to attempt to destroy this pylon. Just in case. And actually, I do need to be mindful of a Nidus Swarm, don't I? Once a cheeser, always a cheeser.
Dimensional strength.
Alright. Just keep on going. Well, sadly I had to give up 2 of my dang zealots for that. I would have liked the Banelings to just hit a single one, but this is going well for me.
The threads of fate lie bare.
Let's keep building the units. Yeah. I need to be ready to wall this off like a hawk.
The enemy has discovered us. Harmonized.
There, just kill everything. Yeah, this looks like a simple enough game. Well, should I feel better about that decisive win? Because it was a really awkward one, too. I don't know how I could have done that better. Was there any real risk of the hatchery causing issues? I don't know. I honestly don't know what to think. In my mind, I was worried about a spore or spine crawler causing issues before I had enough units to deal with it, which sounds ridiculous since he would have to build the drone first from the larva, since I safely walled off, thankfully. But if I didn't have the second cell out to kind of deter and fight off the sixlings, they would eventually broke through the wall. Since I don't think an adept would have been fast enough. I'm not really sure. I don't even know where my headspace is now. Was that something I should be proud of? I couldn't tell you. Alright, this time we're not going to have a repeat matchup. We're fighting against Terran, and I'm still terrified about the different plethora of options they have available to them. I'm surprised I even said that properly without fighting to remember how to pronounce it. But nonetheless, with the Cyclone opening, the Liberators, the drop potential, there's a lot that a Terran can do. I like to think I'm starting to get it figured out. But as soon as I figure it out, that's probably where I'm gonna fail in the Protoss mirror match. Something's gotta give, right? One thing goes into my memory and another has to push on out. That's Homer Simpson logic, right? Nonetheless, let's get this going. I kinda want to hand in these minerals just for the sake of it, because why the hell not? It's 5 extra minerals and I'm sure as hell not gonna give them to the Terran opponent. Ideally. But I like to think the 2 Adepts and Sentries can do decently? Question mark with the Cyclone Rush? It's just a matter of the SCVs. And how do I best stall for an Immortal if I do try to get away with a low ground expansion? If that's even the right choice. Nonetheless, let's see what they're up to. So, traditional wall off, can't quite put a reactor or tech lab there, surprisingly. And I didn't even see the gas there, so that's why I'm going back. I just want to see the 1 gas to confirm a possible Reaper. If it's building right now, it has to be a Reaper, ideally. That would be my impression, anyway. Now let's get the pylon back here. And let's see, if there's no Marine now, then it's a Reaper and I can probably get this thing out of here. Well, we do see the expansion. So that's a good tell there. I just gotta be ready for said Reaper, because it has a lot of jump points, as you could clearly see. At least I think those are jump points. It's hard to say, because there's part of a cliff there too, to kind of make it awkward. Nonetheless, let's get these going. And get ready for potential scout. This will make it a little bit better to know what they're transitioning into. I don't know where. Yeah, it looks like the Reaper could jump up anywhere or nowhere because of that dang ice cliff ledge. I don't know what to think, if I were to be perfectly honest. But let's get the expansion going. I kind of been worried so much about the Reaper, I haven't even been thinking about. Well, that's convenient. It gives me some time, I suppose. I would have rather have spotted what he was doing, but I can't be picky. I just need a second Adept now to kind of give them the same treatment.
The firstborn shall persevere. Najak, give us.
Gotta be ready for a dang Reaper, wherever the hell it might be. It's gonna know its expansion. Terran's gonna know easily enough, since there's literally a pylon in front and I have an Adept on the low ground. They might easily infer that's what it is. I'm just watching my supply count. We got no indication of a dang... Yeah, nothing yet of the Reaper. That's all I know.
Ire shall be reclaimed. Let your will be heard. Ire shall be. Where shall we march?
Dang it, I want to kill him, but wasn't meant to be. Oh, and I accidentally didn't turn off the shade, so that's an inconvenient. Oh well. They saw everything and there's an SCV there, but I could count my blessings considering it's not actually damage. They didn't try to harass and do damage to my units. Oh well, that's fine. It was to be expected. There's almost no way I can really deny the Reaper's division. With this many different angles that they can go through. Let me just get my tech going. And try figure out if I should go with Devil Forge or not. Oh, I want Immoral. That's the moment of truth there. Do I have to worry about mech? Do I have to worry about a Liberator? There was no attachments on here, it was pure Reaper, and we saw the expansion, so we know the priority is in the mineral count and not so much the gas. You would think, anyway. And let's remember to change this rally point for good measure. And I need to start incorporating these shield batteries. I'm kind of underrating them a tiny bit. Just what I need. Just what I need there.
I return to serve. Your probes are under attack.
Yeah, this is annoying, but at least I have an Immoral to help. Let's just get the minerals going. There, that's finally done. Did more damage than I care to admit, but I need to be prepared for an attack up front too, damn it. And that caused a lot more complication than I care to admit. Let's see. Get the gas going since I pulled everything, and who knows how many workers I actually killed in that attack too. And at least I'm seeing like a bio type play. And is there no starport yet? Okay, we see starport, engineering bay. I got the okay to do a second forge here. Okay. I see how it is, you dick.
I'm here in the shadows.
Nothing I can do about this thing just yet. This is like an awful placement for me. Well, let's try and at least get our gas going. I'm gonna need at least 4 stalkers for this. Oh, and I have no pylons, which makes it even better. And a missile turret of all things, too. Good God. I think 3 stalkers is enough, though. It's just a question, can I hit it? This is a test that I don't like one bit. At least it's equal trade, it's just the economy I kind of missed out on doing that shenanigans. Alright. Oh, and I didn't even build my second forge either. Because of that distraction. Let's see, Templar. I have access to Templar at least, so I can at least get that going. And that will be a good way to funnel my gas. Level 1 of weapons is done, so we're going to be basically 1 level ahead on our weapons to our armor. And normally that's why the stalkers need to be prepared ahead of time, to kind of help deal with that awkward situation I put myself in. Since 2 stalkers aren't enough to deal with the Liberator on their own, unless I can stall them and keep them outside the mineral line. At least then there's that little bit of dance. But when they're already in position, different story entirely. Now let's get ourselves... I thought I heard a scan of some kind. But with that said, let's continue to get units. Actually, let's get ourselves a warp prism for good measure, at least for harassment, and try and get some control back in our side. I just feel bad about the Reaper aggression. The Liberator is just a complete annoyance. And I didn't even research Storm. It's a good thing I find out now, as opposed to later. Let's get things building. Yeah, missile turrets everywhere, you know? That is a bummer. That I'm letting those observers die when I don't wish them to. I have an alternative to see what's going on. I was kind of hoping for... God damn it.
My charge.
And this time there's 2 of them.
We are focused.
Oh well, at least I have expansion this time to kind of benefit from this.
I
I just wish there was an easy way to deal with these things. Well, there's phoenixes, I suppose. Since, as you can see, I can't really do a whole lot, but at the same time, minerals are kind of low.
Upgrade complete. We are alike.
Now the big question, since my opponent's not very good at seeing things, since he's required to use all these medevacs, is this in my advantage or not?
My charge. My life for ire.
Got it?
We our mind.
Well, that works out well.
Engage the enemy.
That is unfortunate. A bit of a mess. All these missile turrets, but at the same time, I guess I got permission to get some... Oh, why are you... I don't want you to reach searching shields, damn it.
We are alike.
But, let's get ready then. There's not much I could do about these dang liberators, aside from maybe a cannon. A cannon sounds stupid since I'm not going to be able to get close enough, am I? No. Alright, let's get the air units building.
We shall stand.
We'll see how my opponent can handle this. And straight up fight there in this case, since at least there's not very many minerals I'm missing out on just yet. I just wish I stopped losing all the observers. That's the only thing. Now, we did kill a bunch of his units, mind you, so that's always a plus. But how lucky are we going to get to do that again? Since I won't have the convenience of early warning.
We shall stand.
Alright. Let's just kill everything now. I have enough immortals for this. Let's just get more gateways, though, for said maneuver. Well, if I had controlled it properly, the medevacs would have been a bit of a joke with the feedback, I think. I do need to be prepared. Let's go after the third. And your armor breaching rounds mean little when you have no army to shoot me. Alright. Just murder everything. This is a really weird game as well, but it's coming around. There is a little bit better crisis management. I just wish... Oh. I was supposed to be upgrading for Tempest and, well, getting my air upgrades going, so wasn't my proudest moment. But we lost mostly only zealots, mind you, so it's not terrible. We just got way too many workers. So let's fix that and immediately rebuild another one, but that's fine. Now our opponent's kind of blind. Let's just remember to build said carriers. Oh, not carriers, but the Tempest.
We shall stand.
I could do a lot more damage. Just kill the Liberator. Really all I could say? Yes, don't cancel it, please. Oh, yes, free death. And EMP was thankfully was a whiff, but it's good to know that there's actually ghosts out to be concerned with. And I need pylons too, which is convenient since I need gas or minerals, and you know what I should do? It kind of gives away my Tempests, mind you, but let's deal with these cursed things finally. I want to show you the power of the Tempest, and I forgot my hotkey, didn't I?
We shall stand against the darkness.
Let's go and see about denying a fourth, with that said.
You must
And I have pylons building, don't I? I'm hoping I do.
we embrace the glory of battle. Upgrade complete.
Alright, just kill everything. That is game. I still feel bad about that game. Part of it is not my fault though, due to the inconvenience of the harassment early on. Since there's always a risk, if my opponent decides to do a very aggressive attack on the front, my adepts could have been spread out to intercept the Reapers, but then I would have nothing in front to even deal with Cyclones or something really aggressive. And then of course those Liberators were just infuriating. That's at least a demonstration why I need the Stalkers ahead of time. Or at least an early cannon, I suppose, if you really want to take it to the extremes. So that justifies why I placed them early. I just mistimed it poorly is what it looked like. Since I was planning on getting those Stalkers down, the Liberators, blah, were already in position though.